Now this version of a cube starts exactly the same as the other version. So I've already knotted one square, taking this down, putting another set of strings here, and then I can knot another square here. It's exactly the same as the version that was also a tetrahedron. So I'll knot this square. So here I've knotted one row there, one row there, so I can fill in the rest of the square. This was square number 2. 1, 2. Now we're going to turn it around again. It's all just like the other square cube so far. Then take another set of strings, and that will be there. So 1, 2, and number 3 is coming here. I've knotted the first rows of square number 3, so now I'll knot the rest of the square. So now I have 3 squares, 1, 2, and 3, and it's still exactly the same as the version 1 of the cube tetrahedron. Now this will be another square like the 3-way start, and this will be another square also like the 3-way start. So this is what I'm going to knot now. So this is number 4. I've almost finished the square. I left out one row because I think I need to connect that to another one. So I'm doing this one and leaving out that for later. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5 is coming here. So we'll turn it around, and then square number 5 is here. Still exactly the same as the other version of a cube in my previous tutorial. So after this it will be different. So far it was exactly the same as the other one. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But now it will be different because I will add more string. The other one I didn't have to add at this point. For this one I'm going to add. Depends a bit on how long the strings are. So I think I can knot another square with these strings. So this is where I'm adding. It's either there, 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 or there. So these are the first rows of this next square. So that was square number 6. So we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 4, 5, 6. We have 6 now. Total will be 12. So just keep on knotting. This is the next one. You have to take care that these parts will always be 3. So where you start the pattern, where you end the pattern, that will always be the 3-way. And I don't know if you've seen my tutorial for the 3-way start. Might be good to watch that because I'm not explaining it a lot now, but that's a technique that will be used a lot. So always 3, and this will be eventually the middle of the side of the cube. That will always be 4, but now for now it's always 3, so that then you will hopefully know where to do the next one. To add a bit to that, these are already 2, so if you not 1 here, that's 3, so that's when you know you don't have to add things here. So when you have 1, you need to add or attach to another one. When you already have 2, you can make that 3-way and you don't add strings. So now the next square is also finished, this one, and now you can see that 1, 2, 3, 4. So I don't need more here, so that means that this can be connected. See? And then when this is connected, there are 2 again, so you cannot these. So these will be connected, and then this will be the next square. Now this last square was knotted, this was where it was closed. Now we only have 1 set of strings we need to add, and I'm going to add that here. Doesn't make really much difference if you add it to that or that one. You only need to take care that the strings are long enough to knot a bit more. So that's all. These are 3, so you need the next one more, and that's all around the same. It's always you have 3 now and you need 4. So it doesn't matter where you add the strings, it's only 1 set that has to be added yet. So first rows are knotted again, and I already know that this will be attached to this one, so I'm leaving out the left last row on the bottom edge. So I'll be knotting this one. So now this one is finished too, and as you can see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, so this will be connected, and we have 1, 2, so this will be another square, and then this square will also make 4, so you can connect, and so on. So I might show a little of the connection, but I also showed it in my previous video, so I'll not explain it too much, but I don't think I showed this. These were the border strings. This, and there should be another one. So this will be the last one. So this will go inside. This string that didn't make knots will form a loop, and then should include the white. So 1, 2, the white, and then a knot. That's the border string. Then I'll pull it from here. I can find the right one. See? You can pull that tight. Then we need this white string. And take a string from here. And a string from here. And then make a knot. Downward or forward, just how you want to call it. I'm gonna make it tight enough there. This, and then you can pull this, and then next one, and so on. When the join is completed, you can pull them all tight from the inside, put a serger knot on the ends, and then it will be a neat join. So that's a little bit of the join. If you want to see more of that, you can go to my previous videos for the cube and also for the ornament. This is how it looks before pulling tight. This is the inside. Now you can pull tight and put a serger knot on top of it. And so on with all of the strings. The right ones together. And now all strings are pulled tight and serger knots are added. So now I can cut these strings and make another square here, because it's 1, 2, so it needs a third one. So that's another one finished. Now you can see it's 1, 2, 3, 4, so these will be connected again. And then I can either knot this one, or if this is connected, there are 2, so I can knot this way. But I'll first connect this one and then probably knot this one. Now for these last strings, it's getting a bit trickier. I can still close this and pull on the strings, and then I'll take a needle to put the strings through the hole, and somewhere on the other side try to pull it out so I can get these strings out of the way. But as you can see, it's getting trickier. See? So this last join will always be a little less neat than the others, but it shouldn't be too noticeable. Oh, out of sight. So that's how I try to get rid of the last strings that need to disappear here. Keep knotting, and then with a needle inside and pull them through. So this one is finished now. This was the last one I did, and as you might see, it's a little bit more bulky than the other corners. Haven't found a solution for that yet. Might give that some thought. Now, it's a very nice kind of star shape, but we were making a cube, so this is what we will do. Or you can leave it as a star shape. I kind of like it. But I will soak this in water for a bit and then give it this cube shape, and then usually it will pretty much stay in that shape. Soak in water and then let it dry, and then we'll see how sturdy this will be. Now this one is wetted and dried after that, so now it's a cube. Now I think I like this one better in the star shape, so I might wet it again and push it in that shape, and maybe rename this tutorial. This one I made before looks better, I think. It's an advantage if it has the holes, because you can better make the shape, because you can come in the inside, can get to the inside. So I think this one is perfect as a cube. My previous tutorial was this one. As you can see, in a lot of patterns the length is just a bit more than the width, so it's not a perfect square. That's one of the differences. The other one is that some corners are different than others. You have 4 of these and 4 of these, and in this one it's all the same, so that's a big difference, and it also means that it's a better square shape. So that was the cube tutorial. So I mentioned this one with the holes. I should explain. This one uses squares, knotted squares, and this one doesn't use squares, but a little longer part of a pattern. That's the only difference. And for the tetrahedron cube tutorial, if you do that, you will get a real tetrahedron instead of a cube.